Decorated cities of European basketball. We are here tonight in Thessaloniki for tonight's week 8 Group A fixture between ΑΡΗΣ and the Ελιος Sans from Slovenia. Yes, this promises to be a very exciting fixture tonight because for ΑΡΗΣ, after 4 games here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League, they were 4-0 and they've slumped to 4-3. Our visitors tonight hosted some very promising players, Slovenian and American. You can see the likes of Thomas Bolchina, very exciting players there. However, the FIBA Basketball Champions League has not gone in the favor of Ελιος Sans as they would have liked. But for ΑΡΗΣ, it's about restoring the ship and getting on target. Devin Marble, Vasilis Xanthopoulos, Michael Jenkins, and Will Cummins. And do not forget the big fella, Eric Buckner. For ΑΡΗΣ, this really is a true test. Because remember, after week 4, they were 4-0 here in the Basketball Champions League. And they have slumped. They have not won a game since. They are 3 losses back-to-back. Last week, most disappointing, they played against AS Monaco. Well, they lost by 3, a very, very close game. So tonight, they need to answer a lot of questions. They need to answer questions to their home fans, their coach, and to themselves as a team. For Ελιος Sans, we're halfway through the Basketball Champions League regular season. For them, is there a possibility that they can change their fortunes? Can they turn this season around? It's a very big ask and a huge mountain to climb. And it can't get any difficult than tonight, being here in Thessaloniki against one of the most prestigious and historical clubs of European and Greek basketball. Group A is standing right now with AS Monaco on top, followed by a very impressive Ches Nymburk. Nymburk, they started the campaign out so-so, 50-50, but recently they've caught fire. Last week, week 7, absolutely making easy work of Ελιος Sans, winning by 30. Back in Bears, you run into Haria, sort of on the spiral trend, really struggling. For Applet Skyliners, it's been a bit of a rocky start. But our host tonight, ΑΡΗΣ, top of the table, 4-0 in week 4. 3 losses. They've really got to come out with a big victory tonight. They've really got to give themselves something to look forward to play for, and they've got to give their fans something to cheer for. It's going to be interesting to see the early stages of this match because for ΑΡΗΣ, they're going to want to get the home crowd going. They really need to set the tempo, use the home court advantage. But Ελιος Sans, maybe this can go to their advantage tonight. Not having such a good regular season, maybe they can make life difficult for ΑΡΗΣ. We will see in the early stages of this game. These two teams, they met on the opening day of the FIBA Basketball Champions League. They met back in Slovenia. It was a very, very tough encounter. Both teams a little bit rusty, but in the end, it was ΑΡΗΣ that came on top. It wasn't the greatest game to watch, but in this professional basketball world, you just got to grind victories out. There are officials, Murat Biricic, Alexander Glisic, and Michele Rossi, representing the nations of Italy, Serbia, and Turkey. We host some of the finest referees here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League. They've been doing an excellent job in this competition, and they will continue to do so. Our starting lineups for Ελιος Sans, the big man in the middle, Corey Remican. You see the rest. He'll be asking a lot of his team tonight, Jasko Vulic. He'll be asking them to play with heart, play with desire, because he knows the Colosseum he's brought his team into tonight. He knows this is one of the best and most physical atmospheres to play in European basketball. The ARÍS starting lineup, so it's Michael Jenkins, Mikhail Tsarelis, Devin Marble, the hotshot, Will Cummins, the point guard, along with the experienced Tadrija Dragicevic. The arena may look half empty, but I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are here in Thessaloniki, and the home fans will be loud, they'll be proud, they'll be making lots of noise to back the boys tonight. Dimitris Profitis, he has lots of questions for his squad. It was only in week 4 where they played a close encounter against Banvit, taking the Turkish Giants all the way to the end, cemented a victory, and ARÍS looked like they were on fire. 4-0 here in Group A. Looked like they were running away with the group, but it's been 3 defeats consecutive. They really got to get this crowd going. Make that home crowd a 6th man here to really push on and get a 5th victory, because what they do not want is to pick up too many defeats and then find themselves chasing the 5th spot. Here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League of the regular season, it is the top 4 teams that will qualify for the first round of the playoffs, and the top 4 5th place teams will join them. For ARÍS, the higher seed you get, the better draw you'll get, but they're really looking like 4th place is becoming a reality for them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us tonight. It's Group A of the FIBA Basketball Champions League. It's ARÍS Salonika against Elios Sans. We're getting set for tip. And the visitors come up with the tip. They'll begin possession. Set to pick and roll, drives to the basket. He gets stripped. Good defense there. Will Cummins. Tadrija Dragicevic will bring the ball up. Got a pick and pop, drives baseline, spins. He's got space, a baby hook off the backboard, but it's in and out. Elios can break. Looks to isolate, pulls up for 3, right in the face of the defense. It's in and out. Tsarelis gets the rebound. Cummins will attack the basket. Eurostep, beautiful move from Cummins. Down the middle, Eurostep around his defender and lays it off the backboard. Mochnik plays the point guard role. They look down to the big fella. Backs down, guarded by Dragicevic. Long 2 in the face of Dragicevic. Number 24, Simo Anatkovic. Marble. Marble down low to Dragicevic. Cross-court pass, Cummins, 3 from the side. Can't get it. Elios can break. Mochnik hugs the sideline, takes it in the middle. Bit of contact. Mochnik off the backboard. Yuri Mochnik gets the first 2 points. Correction. Another 2 points for Elios Sans. Devin Marble gets it back to Cummins. Tsarelis trying to cement position, a little physical. Dragicevic all the way in, off the backboard, and he draws the foul. Fouls on number 24, Simo Atanakovic. Tadija Dragicevic, formerly of Crvena Zvezda, Red Star Belgrade. Last year, top scorer in the Montenegrin domestic league. Brings a lot of European experience to ΑΡΗΣ Salonika. Makes the first. Makes 2 for 2. ΑΡΗΣ just put a little bit of full court pressure here on Helios. Looked like a travel, got away with it. Vončina throws it down low. Big fella goes to work, baby hook. Nicely done, nothing but net. Atanakovic gets his 4th point of the game. Cummins pulls up in transition. Will Cummins misses again, and they fight over the rebound. And that was between Corey Remican and Atanakovic. Atanakovic takes it baseline, just puts the baby hook up, gets it to go. Tsirelis. Yep, traveling violation. Good call from the officials. Dragicevic lifted both feet, didn't really establish a pivot foot. You got to put the ball on the floor before you move. I'm sure it's very nervy for Profitas. He knows the pressure he's under here. And wow, what a strong move. But Dragicevic is looking at the referee like, hey, is it not an offensive foul? Cummins will bring the ball up. Jenkins throws it down low. Dragicevic gets to the basket, draws another foul. The foul is on number 7, Tomasz Kislink. Tadija Dragicevic offers a lot for ΑΡΗΣ Salonika. Standing over 2 meters tall, he's able to play in the low post, puts the ball on the floor, but also with any good player in the game of basketball, you leave him open, he could shoot from the 3-point line, makes him a lethal weapon. Makes 2 for 2, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Helios break the pressure. Mochnik. Pick and pop all the way. Atanakovic, as he set the screen, rolled to the basket. He's fouled by Devin Marble, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Good play from Luka Vončina. Makes the second. It again. Goes this time. Cummins down low to Dragicevic. Dragicevic, 3 points. Down low, Remican in the low post. Go up with it, big fella. Corey Remican. Cummins just takes his time, pick and roll. Tsirelis. Cummins holding on to the ball a little too long. Down low, Dragicevic. Cevic down the middle, baby hook. Tough shot, in and out. Mochnik can break. Goes pick and roll. Kicks to the side, we got a three. Oh, yes, baby. Tomasz Kiszlik nails it. Started with the pick and roll with Yuri Mochnik. Got a screen for Corey Remican, and he kicked it out, and he found Tomasz Kiszlik wide open for the triple. We got a timeout to Arris. Elios Sans proven to be a little stubborn for a team that's sitting bottom of Group A. Arris sort of just trying to find themselves here in the first quarter. A few poor shots, but right now it's all been Tredija Dragicevic leading the way for Thessaloniki. I think he's just trying to tell his players, look, we got to get to positions, we got to be ready, we got to move the ball, but more importantly, we got to play defense. Jaksa Bulic is relatively pleased with his team's start. I think he'll be telling these guys, keep setting the pick and roll, keep going at him, kick out the shooters, find shooters. Tomasz Kiszlik. Ball goes out to him here, you can see Kiszlik. You leave him open, that's what you'll get. Very consistent. Corey Remican as well. Down low, you got to go up with it, big fella. We're back underway. Will Cummins bring the ball up. Wide open layup. No, defense pick him up. And he thought he was fouled, but he misses a wide open layup. Kiszlik pump fake. Kiszlik off the backboard. He misses, but he's fouled by two. No foul. Correction. It appeared the referee caught a foul when Kiszlik attacked the basket, but the play continued, and Elios Sans will get it baseline. Remican. Tomasz Kiszlik uses the pick and roll, pulls up for a three, off the front rim. Arris will come up with it, and they can break now. Cyralis, handoff. Jenkins pulls up, tough two. Arris just struggling to get some good shots right now. It's a lot of isolation. Needs to move the ball. Kiszlik, wide open, three. Will Cummins, good rebound. Devin Marble takes it down the middle. Devin Marble misses a dunk. For the sake of Simo Atanakovic, he is lucky that Devin Marble did not throw that down. There you can see Devin Marble really about to tear the house down, but I think the Helios defense just making themselves a nuisance. Atanakovic, very fortunate. Did not want to see that on the Basketball Champions League YouTube page. Yuri Mochnik uses a pick and roll. Looking for Corey Remican, gets it to Remican. Go up, big fella. In and out. Cummins can break now. This is his bread and butter. Isolation. Dribbles it off the foot of Yuri Mochnik. Will Cummins, one of the better guards here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League, and get into the bucket. Very long and athletic. Do not want to be guarding him in the full court. Zaras takes it down the middle. Zaras all the way. It's got to be a traveling violation. Is indeed. Cannot jump up with the ball and land back down. He was unsure whether to shoot or pass. But you got to be more decisive than that. It's a silly turnover. Will Cummins putting a lot of pressure on Yuri Mochnik. Mochnik handling with the pressure very well. Tomasz Kiszlik, handoff, all the space. Tomasz Kiszlik Beautiful handoff. Where was the help side? He finger rolls it from the right. Zaras just draws a foul on Mojnik. There you can see Kishnik just getting the handoff, taking it all the way, but where is the help side, the weak side defense? Tadija Dragicevic is guilty there. Arris inbound it. Zaras gets a handoff. Dragicevic not really looking for the three shot. Zyrelis, three from the side. Gets it to go. That will ease the nerves of Arris. Really struggling to get good shots. It's a long two. Foot was on the line. Bonchina takes it all the way. Fade away. Bonchina lands in the stands and gets the two. And it's all Elios Sans right now. Moving the ball, getting some good shots. Arris nowhere to be seen on defense. Zaras takes it down the middle, draws the foul. Foul. Zyrelis foot on the line. Just need to be a little step back to make it 3 points. Got to be aware of that. Can shoot the three if he's wide open, but he's got to be aware of his spaces. Corey Remican, the big fella, will just check to the bench, take a break. Dragicevic gets the pick and pop. Down the middle. Beautiful pass, but he can't finish. Dragicevic with the no-look pass to the middle. Zyrelis got to score the open layup. Mortos down the middle. He's got nowhere to go. He's fouled on the ground. Fouls on number 44, Luca Bonchina. Mortos will go to the line for 2 free throws. Zyrelis will just go to the bench for a little break. As will Luca Bonchina. Checking in is Ayaz Bratic. Mortos makes the first. Misses the second. Got to make free throws. Easy buckets. Zaras just put a little bit of pressure on Yuri Muchnik. See Muchnik just getting the quickest step of Vasilis Xantopoulos. Thomas Bonchina gets a handoff. Look to throw it down to the big fella. Backs down, goes to the right. He's double teamed. He ends up losing it. And he also ends up hurting number 17, Vasilis Simstak. Simstak looks to be in a little bit of pain. I think he's looking at the referee like, hey, do you see that? I think the ref is saying, come on, we've got a minute left, let's get on with it. Xantopoulos gives it up. Zaras uses the screen, takes it in. Zaras, cross-court crazy pass. Xantopoulos behind the back, kicks it out. Dragicevic, three. Tadija Dragicevic, wide open three. That's the good shots Aris Salonika are looking for. Muchnik, wide open, 15 feet, can't get it. Rebound, Aris. They'll go for the last shot. Porto struggles to make the first. It's very clear that the absence of Eric Buckner is proving to make life for ARÍS very difficult. They very highly depend on his big presence down low. They're just going to have to make life without. They have to move the ball as best they can. Elιος. And it's a timeout to Elios Sans. Just under 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Elios have done an excellent job here in the first quarter. For a team with possibly, it's fair to say, not quite say the same caliber of players as ARÍS Salonika. But for ARÍS, it's more about finding their identity. Where are the points going to come from? Are they going to share the ball? Are they going to get those good shots? They've got a great arsenal of players that can step up, shoot the ball. They can also throw it down low, but they're just going to need everybody to play together, be a little bit more cohesive, collaborate with one another. Elios have been stubborn and they're making life difficult for ARÍS. There you can see a good penetration and kick from Vasilis Antopoulos, kicking it out to Tadija Dragicevic for the wide open three. They're going to need more of that. Dragicevic, we mentioned what he gives to this ARÍS team. Puts the ball on the floor very well. He can take his players on one-on-one, but you know, he can shoot that three. It makes him such a lethal player for ARÍS. Elios have got 4 seconds left. They get it back. They take it all the way. Spin. And it's got to be a foul. And the foul is on Elιος. Slows it down. And Elios has got 2 seconds. They get it in. Boltina. 3. Is he fouled? Nope. And that's the end of the first quarter. It's Elios Sans, our visitors, 18. ARÍS Salonika, the hosts, 16. You can feel the anxiety from the ARÍS players. Remember, week 4, this place was bouncing. They had Banvit in town. They dominated the game for the majority. They killed it off in the fourth quarter. And this place was electrifying. You just start to feel 3 losses back to back to back. Really, really starting to play on their minds. They're going to have to pick it up. There's so many good players on that team. Will Cummins, Michael Jenkins, Devin Marble, Tadija Dragicevic. But you know what? They've really got to pull it together. ARÍS would have been thinking that their expectations was to win the group at the beginning of the regular season. With the 3 losses, they can turn it around. It's not a huge dent, but for them, it's got to be about, you know, we got to qualify in the top 4. Elios have got a mountain to climb if they're trying to read expectations of making the playoffs. But, you know, anything's possible here in the Basketball Champions League. We just get set to start the second quarter. Mortos to bring the ball in. We've got a dribble handoff. Zaras, take it down the middle. He's fouled on the ground. Simstak wide open, give it to him. Gets blocked. In the key, Zyrelis is fouled on the ground. And Arris will inbound at baseline. Got to get in. Zaris with a beautiful play. He faked the screen, and you got to ask, what was the defense doing? He went right back door, and poor defense there from Elios Sans. They got to do better than that. Cannot give him a chance to get back into this. We got a turnover. They get it back. Bratic almost loses it. Helios set a pick and roll. They move the ball well. We got a three. They just missed. Maltina comes up with the offensive board. Big fella takes it in, and he's called. The foul is on the ground. Foul is on Michalis Zyrelis. Just a wet spot in the court. The ref has spotted to get the towel boy on to wipe it off. We don't want any injuries. Mochnik gets it inbound. We almost got a steal there. Xanthopoulos pulls up, mid-range, nothing but net. It's beautifully put away. Elios Sans take a 2-point lead. Simstak goes handoff, Zaras. Zaras double team, loses it, no, they get it back. Zyrelis, crossover, goes baseline, going nowhere. They turn it over. Bratic comes up with it. We got a three from the side, made his last, makes it again. This time it's a three, 5 points in 2 plays. Zaris gets the cross-court pass. Kicks it out, Zaris wide open for 3. Can't get it, Aris get back the offensive rebound. Looks to isolate, kicks out the corner, 3, Xanthopoulos gets it to go, it's a long 2 actually. Aris just scrapping for points. Mochnik deals with the pressure. They kick it out, the 3, Atanakovic drains it. And that's right in the face of the Aris defense. Elios Sans really playing some good basketball. They're moving the ball, they're getting good shots. And Aris, they got to respond. Xanthopoulos. Zyrelis gets it down low, spins to the baseline, dishes it off. Simtak loses it, but there's a foul on the ground. And this time he's bailed out. It's a beautiful play. Zyrelis span baseline. Simtak cut through the middle. The foul's on Atanakovic. Tadija Dragicevic will check back into the game. Dragicevic first touch of the ball and gets it to go. And that is hard, ladies and gentlemen, because when you're sitting on the bench, the body gets stiff, it gets a little bit cold, and he's come into the game. First touch of the game, sorry, the second quarter, shoots a 3 and he gets nothing but net. Now Elios Sans finally turned the ball over, which is unusual because they've been moving the ball so well. Kovacevic just tried to go for the love pass, put a bit too much on it. Simtak. Dragicevic, another three. Tadija Dragicevic, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. And this could be his night. He's on fire, on fuego. Elios Sans just called a timeout, and it's been a good night for the shooters. Some entertaining basketball to watch because the shooters are getting into good positions and they're knocking it down from the perimeter. You can see it's a long two from Santopoulos. Arris just starting to find their way in this game, starting to believe in themselves. They've struggled a little bit for confidence, but they're really starting to replicate what Elios Sans are doing. That's moving the ball, playing unselfish. Question for Helios is they started the game off well, but can they go the full 40 minutes, keeping the Irish Giants down? The young fans showing the passion, bringing the drums. Famous here in European basketball. We're underway. Vratic will bring the ball up. That's an Agovic. How many pivot foots has he got, ref? Vratic fakes the screen. Volchini loses it. The screen was set. He made it too complicated. You just got to use the screen. Simsak goes handoff. Zaris, tough three, but pulls up. Hits the front rim, not a great shot. Volchina can break. Down low, Volchina's fouled. Foul is on number 13, Zaras. Elios Sans get it inbound. Volchina gets a screen, corner, three, triple. It is on fire tonight. The home team and the visitors. Neither team missing it from the stripe. It's all kicked off here in the second quarter. Kovacevic, second three of the night. Dragicevic pump fakes and draws the foul, 24. Atanakovic. Americans check back in, Will Cummins and Michael Jenkins. Atanakovic will take a break as well. Cummins will inbound it. Tries to go for the give and go. Jenkins, he's got time and space. Kicks out, Dragicevic, pump fakes, corner. Somebody's got to shoot it. Cummins gets the shot off. Will Cummins misses horribly. Dragicevic. Got a bit of a... Volchina is heavily guarded by Michael Jenkins. Gets around the screen, kick it out. We got a three. This time it's a miss. It's got to be a push in the back. Dragicevic goes for a rebound. And the defense doesn't even attempt. They just push him in the back. It's going to be two shots for Tadija Dragicevic, who right now has been the best player in this game. Dragicevic 3 for 5 from the field, 3 of those being three-pointers, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Makes it 5 for 5. If you're a young player, you want to look at that shooting technique because that is years and years of practice. Players like Tadija Dragicevic, when they're young, they shoot 1,000 shots a day, and he's 6 for 6 from the free throw line now. And out of bounds, Bolchina, very poor play from Elios Sans. ΑΡΗΣ setting the full court pressure. And Bolchina catching it out of bounds, tries to throw it off Will Cummins. And in the end, he turns it over. Jenkins crossover, bit of a strip and a Eurostep. Michael Jenkins started with the crossover, a Eurostep around the defender, lays it off the backboard. And another turnover. Elios Sans, the plane is starting to crash. ΑΡΗΣ just starting to gain some momentum. Look at this, a crossover here. No mercy on the defense. The help side gets the Eurostep, and Michael Jenkins gets all the way to the bucket. That's American and European basketball. Dragicevic gets it in the low post. Double teams, another turnover. The ball's on the floor and they're diving all over it. It's anyone's possession now. Cummins just gets it. And a foul is called. Correction, it's a 24-second violation. It's a turnover to ΑΡΗΣ. Elios Sans will get it back. Bolchina heavily guided by Michael Jenkins. Deals with the pressure well. Jenkins got, oh, behind the back. Bit of a street ball play right now. He almost throws it away. Takes it down the lane. Pump fakes. Is he fouled? He's not. We got a foul on the ground. Thomas Kisling just showing the ability to get to the basket. And Kurabek is fouled. Remican correction. Elios Sans will inbound at sideline. Mochnik uses the screen, goes back again, kicks in the corner. Bolchina almost loses it. Elios Sans just showing the nose. And it's a very, very, very poor play. Corey Remican expected to catch a pass with 3 defenders. Bolchina, Bonchina goes to the bench, he's got to protect the basketball. Kovacevic will check back in. Will Cummins gets the ball, pulls up from 18 feet. Michael Jenkins, and he's called for the personal foul. Michael Jenkins, that's a very tough call because it's a tough one for the referee. It's a good call, but at the same time, we'll see here. You can just see it's a little bit of contact, but you know what? Michael Jenkins, used to the rough and tough basketball back home. It's rough and tough in Europe. He's got to respect the ref's call and play on. Will Cummins puts Mochnik under pressure. Penetration down the middle, kicks it, and it's an and one. Beautiful play, number 15, Corey Remican. As they made a penetration to the middle, they passed around, they found Remican. You can see here, it's a beautiful pass. Thomas Kisling, Remican gets fouled by Mortos, and he'll go to the line for 2. Corey Revikin makes it 2 for 2. Got a 3. It's on the corner. Devin Marble. Correction, Will Cummins drains it from downtown. And Arris got to play some defense now. Starting to believe on offense. Cummins puts Mochnik under pressure. Mochnik behind the back. Pump fakes, draws contact. No good. They can break down the other end. Cummins puts it behind his back. In the lane. Dragicevic thought of the 3. They'll pull it out. Zyrelis gets the handoff. Filionis back to Zyrelis, the floater. Zyrelis, and it's beautifully done. Sets the pick of Filionis. Zyrelis gets it back, floats it in the middle. And Arris are up 4. We got a 3, Kisling, catch and shoot. Thomas Kisling. And this is a good game to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Kisling runs the baseline, catches the ball, doesn't think for a second, just pulls it up, and he hits a 3. Zyrelis, handoff with Devin Marble. Dragicevic isolates, takes it down. Tadija gets blocked, and Helios can break. Will Cummins, very close to an unsportsmanlike foul. He fouls Yuri Mochnik. There you can see Thomas Kisling getting set as he caught the basketball. Down the other end, Filionis, the pick and roll with Zyrelis. Zyrelis neatly finishes the floater. Yuri Mochnik will go to the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. And Elιος Sans are not going away. They might only have 1 win here in the Group A, but they're playing well together, they're moving the ball, and they're hanging in there. They're making life difficult for Arris. Devin Marble comes up with the rebound. Cummins nowhere to go, pulls it out. Filionis, tough pass. Marble, Eurostep, he's blocked. Adnakovic, Marble, 3, corner. Devin Marble still struggles. Thomas Kisling breaks down the other end. There you can see the hustle from Will Cummins, retreating back on defense, not allowing Thomas Kisling the easy layup. Good transition defense by Aris Salonika. Devin Marble can just find a little bit of space. Excellent shooter from the perimeter. We're just struggling to find the space right now. Mochnik crosses it. Kisling down the middle. Kicks it out. We got a dunk in the face of Will Cummins. Corey Remican. It started with the penetration for Thomas Kisling. Dished it off. And Remican just dunks it down and rips the gym down. Cummins wants to isolate. Steps back. He's blocked. Zyrelis comes up with it. There's a foul. And it looks like Zyrelis. Correction, no foul. It's the end. Second quarter. And the officials will just decide, had the clock gone off in time. We'll just look here. Will Cummins steps back, gets the block. Zyrelis. The ref has called the foul, and I believe Zyrelis will go to the line for 2 free throws. Yep, it's confirmed. Michalis Zyrelis. Not the foundation big man, not the #1 option, but he fits the bill. He runs the offenses, and he plays good team defense. Misses the first. Makes the second. And at the end of the first half, it's the visitors from Slovenia, Elιος Sans 37, and our host here in the Mecca of European basketball, Aris 36. It is the fourth against bottom. It's been a very exciting fixture, just starting to gain life here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back in 5 minutes for the second half here of the Group A fixture of the Basketball Champions League. Here you can see some stats. Arris just doing a better job of getting to the free throw line, shooting 75%. Both teams equal from the perimeter. A lot of those three-pointers coming in the second quarter. Elios Sans, fair to say they're doing a better job of moving the basketball. Arris just starting to come to life in the second quarter. The rebounds and the assists, the steals is fairly even. Neither team really get the dominating hand, but again, the turnover says it all for Elios Sans. They move the ball well, but you wouldn't say they're particularly lethal. They're going one-on-one. Thomas Simtak for Arris, trying to get things going in the low post. But Kijlink and Yuri Muchnik trying to get things going for Elios Sans. Corey Remikin getting some putback points in the low post. But we'll see how it goes in the second half. Go get a drink, cup of tea, go to the bathroom. But don't be gone too long, because we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nick Gallis Hall here in Thessaloniki, Greece, for this Group A fixture between the Elios Sans of Slovenia and our hosts, the ever so famous ΑΡΗΣ Salonika. ΑΡΗΣ Salonika, one of the most famous basketball teams, not only in Greece, but in Europe. And as the home arena suggests, one of their most famous and decorated players, Nick Gallis. And they're here to make noise in the Basketball Champions League. Week 4, they were top of Group A, 4-0, defeating Banvit. But the last 3 games have been defeats. So many questions for ΑΡΗΣ to answer. Elios, rock bottom of Group A. They've done a great job. They've moved the ball well. They've played unselfish. And they've got good shots. They might not be individually as talented as ΑΡΗΣ, but ΑΡΗΣ really starting to find their identity in these last 3 games. This is where you learn the true colors, what they're made of. We just get set to start the second half here. Elios will start with possession. They go down to the low block, guarded by Michael Jenkins. And it's an offensive foul. It's a legal screen. It's not the start Elios would have wanted. Corey Remican, when you set a screen, you got to stand still. You cannot move. Xanthopoulos will bring the ball up. Michael Jenkins almost got called for a travel. Xanthopoulos, looks like Cyrelis got thrown to the ground. Cummins makes contact, floater, tough shot. Corey Remican comes up with the rebound. Kishlik gives up the 3, pulls it out. They throw it down low. It's a turnover. Jenkins with the steal. And ΑΡΗΣ will break. Jenkins, offensive foul. Good defense. Yuri Muchnik stood his ground, did not move. Michael Jenkins bangs into him, and it's an offensive foul, and it's a good call from the ref. We said before, the absence of Eric Buckner really starting to hurt ΑΡΗΣ. Buckner, a very big presence. Devin Marble will check into the game. Devin Marble himself, a sharp shooter, unbelievable shooter from the 3-point line. If he can get on fire, Elios Sans will have a hell of a long second half to go. Kishlik. Adnakovic pump fakes the 3 all the way off the backboard. Can't get it. It looked like it was off an ΑΡΗΣ player, but ΑΡΗΣ will get possession. Xanthopoulos passes to Marble. Marble bucked! And that's a tough pass. It's a one-handed. Cyrelis still gets it. Remican gets the block. They go down low to the big fella. Adnakovic spins on Jenkins. Jenkins still gets it. Correction, Cummings. It was Will Cummings. It appeared to be a mismatch. Tanakovic, excuse me, had it in the low post. He span out. Cummins, it looked like a foul, but in the end, Elios Sans will get the ball baseline. To get it in. Kishlik looks to isolate. Pulls up for 3. In the face of Devin Marble, and he misses. Pick and roll through, off the backboard. Beautifully done by Michalis Cyrelis. Set the screen, he rolled right to the basket. Got the bounce pass to Xanthopoulos. Floats it off the backboard. Will Cummins picks up a foul against Yuri Mochnik. Bonchina gets it in, checks in, goes baseline. And he turns it over, he steps out of bounds. It's a silly turnover, you gotta know where you are on the court. Will Cummins. Zyrelis sets a pick and roll for Xanthopoulos. Cross court to Will Cummins. Behind the back, step back, Will Cummins. Beautifully done. Will Cummins went baseline to Bonchina. Step back behind the back. He pulls up for the 15-foot jump shot. We got a breakaway. Xanthopoulos, will he dunk it? Probably not. Xanthopoulos easily lays it up. I thought he was going to take the rim down. He fooled me on that one. Elios Sans will call a timeout. There you can see Vasilis Xanthopoulos. The airtime. Not so much. There you can see neither team hitting the three-pointer here in the second half quite yet. He was on fire in the second quarter. Devin Marble yet to get going. Remember, he is a sharp shooter. You cannot give him any space. Shoots off the catch, shoots off the dribble. Zyrelis. We got a three, side. Bit cold. Cummins comes up with the rebound. Xanthopoulos. Cummins. Oh, he wasn't looking. Didn't see the pass. We got a 3-on-2. It's a breakaway. Pass. Reverse layup. Elios Sans make the most of the counter. Kovacevic with the two in that previous play. The DJ Dragicevic goes handoff with Devin Marble. Dragicevic down the middle. Dragicevic off the backboard, right in the face. Remican wanted to block him. Dragicevic took care of the ball. Bonchina uses the screen. We got a three. Adnakovic misses. Xanthopoulos with a big rebound. Cummins will break. Cummins goes side. Reverse layup. Will Cummins is fouled on the ground. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Will Cummins makes the first. Misses the second one. Arris up by 6 here, midway through the third quarter. Mochnik uses the screen from Remican. 3, corner. Kovacevic drains it. Helios within 3. Kovacevic's third three of the night. Devon Marble takes the in and out off the backboard, misses. Devon Marble, struggles still continue. Monchina loses it, almost gets it back. Good ball movement from Helios, we got a three. Marble and Cummins almost lose the rebound. Will Cummins isolates Monchina, kicks it out, Simstack. Devon Marble, three. Devon Marble, it's Devon Marble time. That's his first three of the game. Elios Sans could be in for a long night if Devon Marble catches fire. Remican nowhere to go. Kovacevic gets it. Kovacevic from the desert, and it's an air ball. It might be December, but that air ball just made it a little bit colder here in Thessaloniki. Corey Remican will check out, take a break. Good game so far for Corey Remican. Salonika moves the ball well. Santopoulos gets the pass from Will Cummins, pulls the three, and trades it in the face of the Helios defense. And Helios Suns are called timeout. Aris Salonika go up by 9. Remember, Helios Suns, they started this game off well. They moved the ball well. If you look at the stats, the rebounds, Aritz, not a lot in it. Just 23 to 19 on the boards. But it was all Helios Suns in the beginning. You can see it's a fairly equal game. The assists at 12 apiece. But Helios, the question was, can they go 40 minutes against the Greek Giants? Will Cummins playing stability at the point guard role, giving it to Santopoulos, letting it go from the perimeter. And these home fans are giving themselves something to cheer for. Because remember, they're some of the loudest fans here in European basketball. Aris just starting to get into life, playing like they did in the first 4 games here of the FIBA Basketball Champions League of the regular season. Devon Marble just getting a bit more confidence in his jump shot. Very much Nick will bring the ball up for Helios. Corner, Kovacevic, pump fake, steps back, 3, air ball, it's another air ball, 2 in a row. Santopoulos, good ball movement from Harris. Vasilis, another 3. Vasilis Santopoulos can't make another. Monchina, guided by Santopoulos. He's got to take care of the ball. Corner, 3, pump fake, should have shot it. Draws a contact, no foul. Helios get the offensive rebound. Mochnik down the lane, off the backboard, fouls on the ground. He will not go to the line for 2 shots. Helios Suns just start to look a little bit fatigued. The thing about Aris is they got a lot of depth. They got a lot of options. They do not only go to their American players, they got some good Greek and European players on the bench. And in fairness, so do Helios Suns, but it's all about the depth. Penetration through the middle, lays it off the backboard. And the lead's down to 7. Cummins will hug the sideline. Dragicevic trying to get some position, gets it in the low post. He's fouled on the ground. The foul is on 12, Matic Veshel. So DJ Dragicevic has got a mismatch. He's got to take Veshel on. Dragicevic answers the prayers, misses the layup off the backboard. Monchina. He's fouled in transition by Michalis Tsyrelis. Elios Sans will inbound it. Mortos will check back in for Arris. Monchina down the lane. Monchina lays it up, and it's easily done. The lead is down to 5. Elios Sans not going away, proving to be more and more stubborn for Arris. Good ball reversal. Down the middle. Mortos blocks the transition. Matic Veshel looks at the ref and say, what else can I do? It was a clean block, but it's a good call by the ref, you can see. Arris, unusual, really struggling from the free throw line. DJ Dragicevic 6 for 6, but a lot of other players very nervy from the stripe. 0 for 2, Mortos. That could prove costly at the end. Kovacevic comes up with the rebound. Kovacevic gets at the top, calls for a screen. Kovacevic pulls up, tough 3. Last 3 shots haven't been good ones. Takes it down the middle, almost loses it. Kicks out, Monchina. Got to pull up, 3 on the shot clock. Scores it. It looks like it was a traveling violation. The 3 will not count. Tsyrelis gets a handoff. Mortos goes baseline, off the backboard. Pressure shot. Matic Veshel. That was good as defense as it gets. There's not a lot more you can do that. They get a pick and roll. Kishlink in the corner. He's got to shoot it. 3 on the shot clock. Good defense from Devin Marble. Thomas Kishlink, they miss it. And Arris can get the last shot in the 3rd quarter. 53-46 to Arris. They want it in the ball, in the hand of Will Cummins. Cummins, he's got 4, 3. He's got to pull up. Will Cummins, 3. Last shot, in and out. And that is tough. Will Cummins did an excellent job of making space to get the shot off, but the ball just went in and out, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. As Aris Salonika are up 33-46 against Elios Sans from Slovenia. The young fans, you can see there, just as you thought it was going in. It's one of those in the game where it's just unlucky. But Aris, they've done a better job here in the 3rd quarter. They've answered themselves. They're on top. And they've got to push on in the 4th and win this. In the last 3 games, it's been extremely tough. You know, defeat in Nymburk was big, but it was all in the 4th quarter where they've held leads and they've led games late in the end, like they did last week against AS Monaco. But they just have not been able to close games out. And a lot of that is down to the absence of big Eric Buckner, who unfortunately is not here tonight. is not over, Elios Sans. They keep attacking the basket, getting into the lanes. They really can make life difficult for ARÍS, because ARÍS, they build a lead, but they just don't kill the game off. And it's what can give Elios a chance to get back into this. It's only 7 points deficit. Absolutely nothing. Teams here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League have been down as many as 20. Come back to win games in the fourth quarter. So anything is possible here in the latter stages. Devin Marvel gets it inbound. We set the fourth quarter, the last 10 minutes here in this Group A fixture. Fourth against bottom. Cummins gets the handoff. Mortos looks to throw it down to Tyralis. Tyralis give and go. Mortos has got to shoot the ball. He passed it down to Tyralis. Tyralis lobbed him back on the cut. He tried to feed it to Will Cummins in the corner, and they almost lose it. Will Cummins will inbound it baseline. Xanthopoulos. He's got to shoot it. Xanthopoulos rushes it. It's an air ball. It's a 24-second violation. Elios will get possession back and a chance to dig into that lead. Kishlink will inbound it. Mochnik will bring the ball up. Thomas Kishlink looks to throw it down low. There's a foul on the ground. It's on Michalis Tyralis. Very nervy for him. He knows he's under a lot of pressure. 3 losses on the trot. He's got to come up with a victory tonight. They get it inbound. Kishlink almost traveled, but still keep it alive. And Tyralis says, "Get out of my house." Marble fouled in transition by Matic Veshel, who got blocked. Marble goes handoff. Mortos. Mortos looks to isolate, takes it with his right, off the backboard, misses the layup. Kishlink with the rebound. Someone's got to help him. They've got to get it over. It's a turnover. If you look at the shot clock's down to 18. Elios have not got the ball into their own half. So they must get the ball in their own half before it gets to 16. Otherwise, it is a 8-second shot clock violation. They get it in, no issue. Bonchina gets the screen. Move the ball well. They go down low. Goes to the middle, backs down. Very physical. Miss it. Marvel with the rebound. They miss the shot. Elios Kishlink will break. Handoff, Thomas Kishlink. 3, Bonchina. Misses it. Xanthopoulos comes up. They'll just slow things down. No need to rush for ARÍS. They can take their time. Try and wear Elios Sans down. Cummins pulls up for 3. Gets it. Will Cummins. Nothing but net from the rainbow. Mochnik takes it down the middle, in the lane, draws the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Missed the layup, and he could have got the M1. It's a 10-point lead to ARÍS Salonika, 56-46 over the Elios Sans. The home fans, you can see the nerves. Need to pick up a victory tonight. Matic Veshel will go to the bench. And the veteran, Tadija Dragicevic, checks back in. Mochnik makes the first. Makes it 2 for 2. The lead's cut down to 8. Xanthopoulos gets it back, goes baseline, he's got to kick it out. Cummins, he'll kick it out. Dragicevic is wide open, but Mortos doesn't see him. Gets a tough shot off. Lucky he got that one, because Dragicevic was screaming for the ball. To get in the corner, Kishlik kicks it out. Mochnik had time, but didn't take the three. Fouls on the ground. It's on Tyrelis. Elios Sons will inbound it sideline. Tyrelis, it's his third personal foul. He's got to play smart. Can't pick up anymore. Monchina gets the handoff. He wants to isolate, sees the mismatch. Kishlik, Monchina, looked like he was about to go one-on-one against Dragicevic. Called for space, passed it, he almost gave it away. They almost lose it. The 24-second violation. It's another turnover, Elios Sons. Good defense from Dragicevic and Will Cummins. Arris with a 10-point lead. Filionis kicks it out. Cummins pulls up, tough three. Will Cummins, that is in the face of Yuri Mochnik. It looked like a bad shot, definitely a tough shot, but he gets it to go. Elios Sons will call timeout as they're down 13 with over 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Home fans just starting to believe that the victory drought will end here tonight. See the dance move from the young fans, starting the smiles, the anxiety and nerves. Now starting to relax a little bit, starting to cheer for their team. Mochnik will get it out. Kishlik deals with the pressure well. Monchina thought about the three, but decided not. Down low, it was a good look. Tanakovic set the pick and he rolled to the basket. Monchina had the right idea. Elios Sons will get it baseline. Kishlik gets it in. They need someone to step up. Monchina pulls up. It's a tough three. Can't get it. Get the offensive board. Kishlik come up with it. Monchina, another three from the corner, this time wide open. Still can't get it. Really struggling from the three-point line. Pulls up in transition. It's a tough, poor shot. They got to do better than that. You're up 13. You got to kill the game off. They go down low. Tanakovic. He's fouled at the low post by Tsarelis. Arris, you've got to show composure. You've got to really slow things down. Helios are capable of coming back into this. Tsarelis will take a break. Devin Marble will check back in. Kishlik gets it in. Gets a screen. All the way in. Big fella puts it back. Corey Remican. Under 5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Arris are up by 11. Zaris will take it in. Gets a screen. Marble. Corner. Filionis. Dragicevic. 5-3. No, sir. Marble gets the offensive rebound. He'll take a 3, and I can't understand that. Arris, you've got to slow it down. Remican down low. Got to dunk it. Marble comes up with a steal. Will Cummins will break. They go coast to coast. Draws a contact. Doesn't get the and one. Will Cummins will go to the line for 2 free throws. You can see it look like an offensive foul. Devin Marble just dipping his hand in the cookie jar. Will Cummins going coast to coast, drawing the foul. Yuri Muchnik. He'll be a little bit disappointed. They started off well. Will Cummins makes the first, but they just weren't able to go 4 quarters. It ain't over. It's only a 12-point lead. They can come back into this. They gotta believe. Muchnik down the lane, off the backboard, finishes it under pressure. The smallest guy on the court mixes it in with the big boys. 11-point game. Filionis gets a handoff from Marble. Marble, pick and pop, beautiful. Devin Marble set the screen. He did not roll to the basket, he popped outside, and he got the wide open 3. And it's Arris by 14. Muchnik under pressure. Kishlik. You got to shoot it 1 second. Kishlik, does he get it off? No, it's a 24-second violation. Poor play there. Got to know how much time's on the clock. Arris are up 14, will inbound it. Zaras. Dragicevic with a handoff, Filionis. And Nakovic gets a steal. Will Cummins gets him back. They pull up for a 3 off the steal. Doesn't get it. Wouldn't say it was the best shot. Kick it out. We got a 3. It's out. And it's Arris ball. Arris 66-52 to Elios Sans. 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. I think his nerves will just start to settle. Marble draws a foul on Corey Remican. Devin Marble, and he hit one of those shots in their last victory against Banvit. Sort of the 1-foot step back Dirk Nowitzki, but it will not count. Corey Remican, 3rd personal foul. get it inbound. Dragicevic looking for the pop. Filionis in the lane. And there you see Will Cummins using the athleticism. He might be the point guard, but he's down low and he gets a tip back amongst the big boys. Tanakovic gets the handoff. Mochnik. Down low. Matic. Tanakovic, did he travel? No. Lays it off the backboard. Shimo Tanakovic gets the 2. He's up to 12 points tonight. Devin Marble. Guarded by Beshel. Heavily guarded by Tanakovic. Filionis. Shakes and bakes, pulls up, off the dribble, off the back rim. We got a foul on the ground. The home fans, the belief is back, the smiles are up. They know it's been 3 games on the trot without a victory. And they feel it. They start to believe. You can hear them. Listen. This place is electrifying. It hasn't been like this since their victory against Banvit 4 weeks ago. Marble, 3 for the top. In and out. Mochina loses the rebound. Will Cummins, cross court. Dragicevic pump fakes. Takes it in to DJ Dragicevic. Looks for the foul, but nothing is called. There you can see, is Dragicevic fouled? No, it's good defense of Corey Remican. Steps over from the weak side, has his hands up. Be a final substitution to DJ Dragicevic for his efforts. Go to the bench. He's had an excellent game. The home fans, you can hear them cheering, show their appreciation. Spiros Murtos will come in for the last minute. Listen to the fans, they start to believe. Will Cummins looking to isolate, kicks it out. Murtos, long 2, off the backboard. Trapezia, which is Greek for bank. And the bank is open. Mochina, space, takes a 3. It's off the front rim. It's been the story of his night. Spiros, cross court, down the transition. Arris is starting to run away with it now. They're up 18. It's the last 15 seconds. Elios Sans, they start to look at the bottom of the barrel. It just starts to get darker and darker. Aris Salonika, it's been 3 games without a victory. But at the end of tonight, it's Aris Salonika 72, Elios Sans 54. Aris Salonika, it's their first win in 4. They were top of the table after week 4. They find themselves in 4th place. But they'll start to believe with this 18-point victory tonight. They started off a bit rusty. Remember, they have not had Eric Buckner, and they've struggled without him. But they're starting to believe again. There you can see, big difference in the game. Aris going to the free throw line 18, as opposed to Helios is only 7 trips. The rebounds fairly equal, as well as the assists and steals. We'll show you the next set of stats. Turnovers just too many from Helios Sans. You can't fault Helios Sans. They played as well as they could. They started off well, moving the ball, getting some good open shots. Got nothing to be ashamed of. Just out of their depth coming tonight against one of the most decorated teams in European basketball. Will Cummins, top scores of 18. Kovacevic shooting the ball well from the 3-point line with 13 for Helios Sans. Vasilis Santopoulos with 2 steals. And Atanakovic with 3 blocks. Top scorers tonight for Aris, Cummins, Dragicevic, Tsirelis. But you can see the Elios Sans top scorer, Kovacevic and Atanakovic with 13 and 12. Just not enough if you're going to come on the road tonight here in Thessaloniki with a victory. We thank you for watching. It was week 8 here in the Basketball Champions League Group A. It's Arης with the win. Here are some highlights from the game. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next week in week 9 here in the FIBA Basketball Champions League. It's good night for tonight.